The Agrodome in Rotorua is one of the most successful and long-lived agricultural tourism ventures in New Zealand. As well as animals on show in the auditorium, the farm has a range of livestock classes that tourists can view from their farm tractor tours or by four-wheel drive.
Well, the Agrodome started back in 1971 by Godfrey Bowen. Decided to take sheep shearing, and they set up as a sheep show. From there, they started adding things into it, so they put dogs on the sheep show, then they brought a milking cow into the sheep show. From there, they decided one day to take some customers which were late for a show out around the farm. They loved it, a couple of Americans. So they said, let's get a trailer and start doing farm tours. Little did they know, it's now one of the biggest parts of the operation. It's 350 to 400,000 people per year. So it's a lot better than average farming, getting guaranteed customers there. Just to give you a bit of an idea, in the peak of the season, between 1,000 to 1,500 alone, just on the farm tours. We've got 350 acres here. Half is leased off the AMP Society of Rotorua, and the other half, of course, we own. Building up now, we've got LUV bikes. We take tours on those. We've got the Clydesdales here now from Devonport. They're our new product we're moving into. So we're going to keep everything from the old farming and showing a little bit of modern farming. We've got 60 staff on here at the moment, but this season we'll be bumping that right up. So I would say a rough guess probably be 70 by the time the peak season starts. A lot of people now don't even know what a farm is themselves, so we're getting a lot of Kiwis bring their family here. It's the first time they've seen a lamb, which is pretty amazing for our generation to think it's got to that. It's just growing, but we've got to grow with it, okay? So our biggest challenge for us is like any farm there, the production's going up, how do we keep the production? So it's just like farming, but we're farming tourists. So we've got to make sure that our plant gets big enough to keep growing with it, but also we keep growing different things on. That's why we say we've taken on these bikes now, which we take people on a bit of a more of a one-on-one tour, and they go and see right around the back of the whole farm. So we just got to keep growing and keep going to what the customer's after. Biggest challenge, like every farm, it's the weather. Believe it or not, we've just had one of our wettest winters, and the tracks have really taken a hammer. In fact, we've got a digger in here at the moment trying to keep the tracks right. And also, just with the amount of people coming through, if Mr. Keys is right, tourism's supposed to be going up another 20%. So we've got to make sure that we still give them that same experience, whether we had one person here or 1,000 people. What we do for every different culture there, we actually have our own interpreters, which are from that country as well. So they've got to learn the Kiwi slang when they first get here, and they've got to be able to put our jokes or our humour across to their people as well. Got 19 different breeds of rams here, so we bring them up ready for the show. And what we do, we just quickly go over them here, make sure they haven't got any wool hanging off them or a little bit of fighting marks, because we're proud of our rams and we actually get them from breeders, and we've got to do them proud as well. When we first started in '71 there, was sort of a lot of farmers coming, but now they want entertainment at the same time. So they don't want too much information on the sheep. They just love seeing sheep, of course. So it's entertainment more than information. The Agrodome itself, it's commercial, but more for the tourism side of it. But we do run actual farms, so we're lambing sheep here, shearing sheep. So anything to do with farming they get to see. How I ended up at the Agrodome is I was working at another farm show. They asked me to come up here. My background then was I used to be a shearer, fencer, and apparently got a lot of sense of humour. And from then on, I sort of involved here at the bottom levels, worked my way up, and about 9 or 10 years ago, they gave me the role of being the operations manager. Health and safety is big here. Ngā Tahu, which now own the company, They want to be the leaders of it, which is really good. So we're forever making sure things are right there, checks on everything. The bike's got to be checked over, helmets have got to be worn. It's a big process. Any near miss has got to be documented. Part of my role is to make sure those animals are all good animals. And if they start playing up, we do get an odd one, they get taken off straight away. So these show days sort of come to a bit of an end, or they have a rest for a little while and we bring them back in and see how they go. Animal welfare is huge for us here. You know, we've got some great vets that we get in, but we also, you'll see we feed a lot of extra food out to them. They're forever monitored. Even when I feed out, we check the cows to make sure they're all okay. We go around the farm every day to check on everything, really. We've got to have cute lambs all year round, so our rams are pretty lucky here. They get to go out a little bit earlier and we leave them out there till they've made sure they've got every one. So we have lambs at the start of the season, end of the season, and we do one lot of out-of-season breeding. The secret is to stay natural, be ourselves. People come to see real New Zealanders, or Kiwis, as we call ourselves. That's the key success. They love the hands-on, being able to get up close to animals is a key as well. So realistically, the animals do the work for us, and we just fill in the gaps.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.